So recently, we learned that Donald Trump told some of his top DOJ officials to lie to the American people, tell them the election was corrupt even though it wasn't, and Donald Trump said, just leave the rest to me and my Republican allies in Congress. And now we know one of those top DOJ officials actually did what Donald Trump asked him to do. And his name is Jeffrey Clark. Remember that name, Jeffrey Clark. Because recording for the history books the names of American traitors like justice matters. Hey all, Glenn Kirshner here. So literally with each passing day, we see more and more evidence, compelling evidence, incriminating evidence of Donald Trump's attempt to overthrow the government. And I use that term intentionally. Generally when we think of an overthrow of the government, we think of the sitting president being ousted unlawfully, unconstitutionally ousted from office. But make no mistake about it, when a sitting president attempts to retain power unlawfully, unconstitutionally, when a sitting president tries to unconstitutionally prevent the duly elected president from assuming power, that is a governmental overthrow. Let's just briefly look at 3 data points that prove Donald Trump's guilt. The first one we learned about recently. It was the December 27th meeting where Donald Trump told his Department of Justice officials to lie, say the election was corrupt, and Donald Trump said, just let me take care of the rest, together with my allies in Congress. Data point number 2 is this brand new story about what happened the next day, December 28th, when a guy named Jeffrey Clark, remember that name, wrote a letter following up on what Donald Trump had instructed him to do, lie about the election. Here's the headline from CNN. ABC News, Trump loyalist at DOJ circulated draft Georgia letter with false election fraud claims. We're going to talk more about that new reporting in a minute, but there is a term for what Jeffrey Clark did, drafting that letter with false allegations about election fraud. It's called an overt act in furtherance of a conspiracy. But the third data point we all know too well by now. January 6th, when Donald Trump incited an insurrection, when Donald Trump launched a violent attack on the U.S. Capitol by his supporters, by his angry mob, in order to have them stop the certification of Joe Biden's win. So let's go back to data point number 2 for a minute. This new reporting about a DOJ official by the name of Jeffrey Clark, who wrote a letter to the governor of Georgia and the leaders in the House and the Senate in Georgia, saying, in essence, why don't you just sort of disregard Joe Biden's win and pick a new set of electors and just declare Donald Trump the winner. He gussies it up with a lot of legal terms and window dressing, but that is in essence what this DOJ official, Jeffrey Clark, was saying in that letter. Let's look at just a few passages from this remarkable letter. So Jeffrey Clark tells the Georgia leadership things like, the DOJ is investigating election irregularities, and we will update you with our investigative process. No, you won't. because the Department of Justice doesn't update people about their ongoing investigations, if any. Jeffrey Clark then says, we've identified significant concerns that may have impacted the outcome of the election in multiple states. No, that's a lie. Even Bill Barr, the Attorney General, said there was no systemic or widespread fraud undermining Joe Biden's win. So that is a flat-out lie by this Department of Justice official, Jeffrey Clark. Jeffrey Clark then gets downright Trumpian in the letter. Quote, no doubt many of Georgia's state legislators are aware of the irregularities sworn to by a variety of witnesses, and we have taken notice of their complaints. Who does that sound like, folks? Oh, lots of people are saying it's all over the internet. There was, election fraud. The election was stolen. He says, no doubt many of Georgia's state legislators are aware of the irregularities sworn to by a variety of witnesses. Like who? Rudy Giuliani and the Kraken lady? The letter continues. In light of these developments, the Department of Justice, he purports to speak for. The department recommends that the Georgia General Assembly should convene, receive new evidence, and deliberate on the matter. And, just appoint a new slate of electors and declare Donald Trump the winner. Reading between the lines of Jeffrey Clark's letter. And then he finishes with this. The Department of Justice urges the Georgia General Assembly to convene in a special session to address this pressing matter of overriding national importance. This corruption, this national betrayal by Jeffrey Clark is brazen and breathtaking. And for it, Jeffrey Clark should be disbarred. He should be indicted. He should be tried, convicted, and imprisoned. And then he should be placed on the top 10 list of all-time American traitors. Because justice matters. As always, friends, please stay safe. Please stay tuned. And I look forward to talking with you all again tomorrow.